the story takes us to the depths of the Black Forest, where, among the shadowy trees, there is a house built entirely of poisonous mushrooms. In that place lives a young witch named Luna. Despite her youthful appearance, the narrator explains that she has lived far longer than any human would seem to at that age. Her life has always been like this, calm and quiet. Luna has lived alone since she was a little more than half her current height, and her last constant companions were small friends with whom she used to prepare remedies. The work is repetitive, following the steam that slowly rises, but it leaves her relaxed. In addition, her potions cure various diseases and sell well in the city, which motivates her to continue. It is at this moment that we meet the little bull, who asks whether they will go to the city. Luna confirms. The little one then climbs down from her shoulder, and, when touched by Luna, transforms into a real bull. Luna and the little sheep get organized, prepare everything, carry their equipment, and arrange the items on their backs. Dorito asks Luna to climb onto him, but the protagonist answers no, saying that she will feel better when she returns. With that decided, the two head toward the city. The narrative explains that every 3 months Luna takes her remedies to sell. During the journey, the bull asks whether she intends to buy more books with the money from the sales, and Luna confirms. In response, he comments that he would like to have a red vest. Beautiful, warm, and comfortable. Luna asks if he had not knitted one for himself the other day. The bull explains that he does not wear that one because it is rough and causes discomfort. He then comments that he heard that velvety goat skins are soft, silky, and very warm. Upon hearing this, Luna understands that he is looking down on the little sheep's merino wool. The little bull quickly clarifies that it is not that, just a personal preference, and that goat velvet is better for his skin. He then asks whether they can stop by a vest shop. Something curious during the trip is that wherever Luna passes, a row of mushrooms begins to sprout in her wake. After a short walk, they spot the city in the distance. Throughout the entire route, different types of fungi emerge from the ground. Even when they enter the city, while they converse normally, people watch them with disdain. Luna ignores or perhaps does not even notice these looks, continuing to talk with the little bull about goat velvet vests. The bull asks whether she has ever played with one, and Luna replies that she has not. Hearing that, he suggests that she go check it out. The story mentions that, for some reason, whenever Luna touches or walks through certain places, poisonous mushrooms sprout, which led people to start calling her the Mushroom Witch. At a certain moment, a child approaches one of the fungi on the ground, but her mother quickly pulls her away, saying that she must not touch the poisonous mushrooms of the Black Witch because there have been cases of people who had their skin irritated after touching them. Another person comments that the mushrooms release a strange gas, reinforcing the idea that they are poisonous. Despite this, Luna and the bull arrive at the vest shop, but the shopkeeper immediately closes the establishment upon seeing them. The little bull becomes disappointed, so Luna consoles him, saying that she will modify the other vest to make it softer and more pleasant. Suddenly, children begin to whisper, saying that the Black Witch's breath is poisonous and that the closer someone gets, the more risk they run. It is explained that Luna does not feel very comfortable in the city, although what truly bothers her are places with many people, since she has always lived in isolation. Even so, she has never felt sad about it. After all, she cannot change who she is. After some time, they arrive at the pharmacy. The owner greets them warmly. Luna comments that she arrived just in time, because her remedies have remained effective and are working perfectly. The pharmacist praises the results and asks that next time she bring a larger batch. It is mentioned that the apothecary treats Luna with much more kindness than the rest of the city, because he values her talent and understands a bit about Black Witches. Even so, Luna never removes her herb scarf. Before leaving, the pharmacist asks her to take the mushrooms that sprouted in front of the shop. Next, Luna goes to the bookstore. The bookseller welcomes her warmly. He is descended from humans and spirits, which allows him to understand Luna to some extent. Sitting near the window, he comments that he heard a lot of movement in the city and imagined that she would appear. While they talk, Luna notices something different about him. Like the inhabitants of the city, he appreciates the strange and the unusual. Living in a way between the human and spiritual worlds, he notices this and asks her not to misinterpret it. because he does not want her to fall in love with him. Luna feels a little disappointed upon hearing this. The little bull comments that many spirits tend to be vain. The bookseller then says that he was happy with the visit, because it had been a long time since Luna appeared, and that breathing the city air had been making him corrupted and depressed. Thanks to her, he believes he will be able to leave again. He asks whether she absorbed the city's poison, and if so, thanks her. Then he comments on how incredible the way witches' bodies react to pollution is, causing mushrooms to grow to decompose the poison, although carrying that must also be heavy for both her and the fungi. Luna comments that she was irritated by the appearance of so many mushrooms in the square at the crossroads. The bookseller explains that the previous week there was a public execution in that place. A huge mushroom grew beside the fountain, the result of the condemned person's resentment and the crowd's hatred, which concentrated there and turned into poison. The bookseller does not say this directly, but suggests that the execution may have occurred because it involved a witch, perhaps someone known to Luna, unjustly condemned. Although small, the kingdom prospered thanks to the power of the mage kings over time. It is said that the royal family chooses powerful white witches as consorts to absorb their power, and for that reason those who serve the crown are called white witches and white sorcerers. Those who refuse to submit receive the title of black witches and black sorcerers. That is how the House of the Black Witches came into being. Finally, the bookseller mentions that he received new interesting books and set aside some that he believed Luna would like. Even in a world difficult for a witch, while she buys remedies and sells books to him, the one for whom she feels so much affection could never be completely hated. When crossing into the human world, within what he already knew, he stated that he would pay, explaining that it consisted of 6 pigs, in addition to some mushrooms. These items increase in financial value because, according to him, money is loaded with energy, negative energy. While Dorito chews the mushrooms scattered along the stairway, the witch's guards observe the books fastened to the hat, right there. The bookseller then asks the witch for a favor. He has received a very strange book that appears to be wrapped in a terrible and extremely powerful curse. Luna turns, staring at the book, and a dark aura begins to spread from it. There are rumors that many people lost their sanity and even their lives after reading that book, and the bookseller is afraid even to touch it. The witch, however, approaches, considering the possibility of opening it, when suddenly a giant fungus emerges from it, with an enormous mouth that lunges directly at Luna. The witch merely raises her hand and, with her magic, absorbs all the energy of the mushroom, reducing it to a small fungus that she eats right afterward, warning that the book is now safe to read, and that, by the taste, the curse must have caused the deaths of around 150 people. The bookseller would never have imagined something like that. He recognizes that flavor and feels relieved by it, commenting on how impressive it was. Here we realize that, despite everything he said, the bookseller did not stop burning incense from the moment the witch entered the shop and touched the glass. As a sign of gratitude, the bookseller tells Luna that she may read the book and, if she likes it, she may keep it. After that, she leaves the bookshop. There is a curious detail about this. As soon as she leaves, the bookseller begins to clean everything she touched with disinfectant. But he feels grateful for not having done so in front of her, and that, as happens with other people, does not close his doors to her. The door is right in front of him, so this does not bother him in the slightest. Simply moving on through the city, we notice that many people have gathered in a special place. Everyone showed anxiety because they were distributing a medicine, the same one Luna had delivered earlier. Everyone was happy to finally have the medicine capable of curing their sick relatives and wanted to thank the one who produced it, in addition to praising the fact that it was being sold at an affordable price. This paints a scene that draws a sincere smile from Luna. Even though she had gone through several unpleasant situations in the city, that place was worth visiting, because she would never have lived moments like that if she had remained isolated in her house in the forest. That was the reward for having had the courage to take a step toward the outside world. We see more roses sprouting on her hat, while the little bull comments that if they knew who really produced the medicine, they probably would not buy it. But if she is happy, then he will be too. The exhaustion that the city could cause disappears in an instant. For the witch, that moment is more powerful than any magic, At that moment, they notice a man leaning on 2 crutches watching people buy the medicine. That alone already draws attention. Luna and Toro approach and, the next day, ask the man whether the pharmacy could sell a medicine capable of regenerating legs. Obviously, it could not. If something like that worked, it would be considered suspicious by the authorities, who would advise her not even to create medicines. This is strange because she already faces many problems for being considered a black witch, or at least that is what she believes. She puts the legs back into the medicine bag. Even so, the man insists, claiming that he really needs it. As they leave the pharmacy, the little bull comments that it is a shame they did not accept the medicines, despite all the effort. Noticing that he stops and looks around, Luna wonders whether he might be looking again for the one-legged man. The next day, the protagonist spots someone similar, but he quickly runs away. The little bull reminds Luna that even if they tried to ask, people would hardly respond. In addition, he questions whether anyone would accept the medicine if they found him, since he could run away just like that man. Faced with this, Luna has an idea: to leave the bag with the medicines visible and allow the person to look for it on their own. The bull then suggests that they stop to talk to the bookseller or the pharmacist, because he also wants to have a cotton candy soda. At that moment, they hear a couple flirting. The narrator explains that it was the first time the witch had seen people so close, laughing in that way. She found it very strange, after all, because of her poisonous constitution. If someone tried something like that with her, the other person would not fare well at all. On one occasion, some young men tried to cross boundaries, but merely touching her caused intense chills and difficulty breathing. Since then, no one else has tried to get close, and thus she has never felt the warmth of another person. The girl watches for a long time and tells her boyfriend that that witch would not allow him to be with her. The boy reassures her, stating that it would be impossible to resist her beauty. One last time, Luna turns and understands something new. That feeling is called romance. She gives thanks. She had read about it in a book and continues on her way. On the way to the bookshop, they comment that although witches can do many things, there are human experiences they cannot live. Things common to normal people, such as relationships, not being possible for witches. A romance always has its positive and negative points, but they balance each other out, and that does not bother her so much. Upon arriving at the bookshop, the bookseller comments that many people lost a leg after the last war, but that he will ask while he prepares a drink for the little bull. He asks, "What happened to Luna?" The bull replies that she became like that after seeing a couple in love. Since he is a bull, the bookseller understands only what Moo says and assumes that she is looking for popular romances. Then, he points out where they are. Later, they return home and are received by Marino and the cat. They ask whether they brought presents, but Minos replies that they bought more books. After all, no shop is made to serve black witches. Marino comments that he likes books with illustrations. The 3 little ones keep walking home, with Luna holding her book and beginning to read. After all of this, the story allows her to escape the world around her and become someone else. We observe this when she uses magic to make the drawings leap from the pages and move, recreating intense battles described in the text. But not only that, there are also research topics and other themes. That is why children always return to books. We are told, through them, it is possible to live many lives, even without being the same as any of them. The witch no longer felt completely alone. At night, we see Luna wrapped around a giant cat, while she projects images from the books around her. He then asks whether she would not like to read a romance story. Luna blushes, but begins the reading and watches the drawings come to life. Minos asks what she thinks of them. The story follows the protagonist, as do the illustrations. Everyone is impressed. Then Luna takes a sheet of paper and begins to draw, another of her favorite hobbies. Marino and the others ask what she is drawing, and Minos, realizing it, answers that it is the boy from the couple they saw in the city. Luna, a sensitive witch who fears that her poison will destroy everything she considers beautiful, finds comfort in drawing what enchants her. Her talent grows to the point that, unintentionally, she gives life to her illustrations. When drawing a boy she considers more handsome than any prince, her drawings gain a soul. The boy smiles at her, dances beside a sheep, and invites Luna to dance. giving the witch her first experience of affection and human contact. The moment is magical and unforgettable, but it ends when a gust of wind breaks the enchantment, making the boy return to the paper. The next day, Luna returns to the city with the little bowl to buy more materials, motivated by the desire to relive that experience. However, she encounters the boy again, now called Henry, involved in an argument with his ex-girlfriend, who claims that he has changed since the day he saw the Black Witch. Upon hearing this, Luna, frightened, ends up involuntarily using her magic to restore Henry's radiance, revealing herself to him. Upon realizing that Luna is the witch he saw before, Henry runs away. Shaken, Luna decides never to draw again, while Henry, confused, admits feeling the urge to talk to the witch again, because for an instant he forgot that she was a black witch and only saw someone beautiful and gentle.
Take you